Football has been producing a lot of drama and iconic moments lately. There are a lot of exciting players around these days who continue to dazzle and entertain whenever they step on the pitch. The beautiful game will never lack such players for sure, but sometimes there are just some particular guys you just want to see so badly. Those are the guys we want to talk about in this video today. These are 7 active players we miss seeing on a football pitch.
Look, I'll be honest, we're swamped. The World Cup hype is real and Goal90 Shop is officially at capacity. If you ordered this week, please bear with us for a 2-week processing delay. It's a good problem to have, but we are working around the clock to get your gear out. Thank you for your massive support.
We'll start with Gavi. The 21-year-old midfielder is one guy who always gives his all whenever he's on the pitch. He's a very passionate, aggressive, technical and very competitive player. But it has been a while since we actually got to enjoy watching this guy play. Since he tore his ACL while playing for Spain back in 2023, he has just not been the same. He returned from that injury in 2024, but he picked up another knee injury in 2025, so we haven't actually really enjoyed him since. The last time we saw Gavi on the pitch was back in August, but if you're talking about the last time he started a competitive football game, that was back in May. That's already a long time without the talented young player. We definitely miss watching Gavi and we hope he comes back sooner than later. We also really miss seeing Takehiro Tomiyasu on a football pitch. The Japanese defender has just been very unlucky with injuries. He was at Arsenal for 4 years, but during that period, he was out injured for 690 days. That's almost 2 full years. As a result of these unfortunate injuries, we have only seen Tomi play an official game once since October 2024. The last time he started a football match, May 2024. Now, that's a long time. We really miss seeing him play, but the good news is that his return is closer than ever. He just recently completed a move to Ajax, and after some time on the sidelines trying to regain match fitness, after having not played for over a year, he made his debut in the Eredivisie game against Excelsior. But very soon, we'll have the privilege of really enjoying the majestic Tomiyasu on our screens again. But this video is not only about injured players. For example, we also miss seeing Mykhailo Mudryk on our screens, but of course his prolonged absence hasn't been because of injuries. The last time we saw the Ukrainian play an official game was back in November 2024 because of his ban from football for testing positive for doping. Say whatever you want about him, but Mudryk is a very interesting character and we really miss seeing him on a football pitch. His lightning speed on the flanks alone is something to always look forward to whenever he plays. Rumors say that he could be back soon, and even though we hope that's true, we really don't think we'll be seeing Mudryk back playing an official game till at least next season. Anyway, another Premier League star we miss watching on our screens is Mikel Antonio. We have not seen the striker play an official football game for any club since December 2024, when his involvement in a nasty car crash left him with a broken leg and abruptly ended his season. He recovered from that and went ahead to feature in some games for Jamaica last summer, but we still haven't seen him play club football since 2024. Why? Because West Ham decided to release him after his contract with the club expired in 2025, and he hasn't signed with any club since then. We miss seeing Antonio bully defenders and score beautiful goals, and we would love to see him back soon. But there's some bad news. The striker started training with Leicester City in December, and the Foxes were considering signing him in the January window, but Antonio suffered an injury setback, which has forced the Championship club to abandon the deal and start considering other centre-forward options. Hopefully, the former West Ham is able to secure a move to another club as soon as possible. But either way, we'll very likely be seeing the 35-year-old return to the pitch in March when Jamaica takes on New Caledonia in their World Cup playoff game. Still talking about former Premier League stars, let's now talk about Dele Alli. We haven't seen the Englishman on a football pitch since March 2025, and even that was his first appearance in over 2 years. The last time he played an official game before that one was way back in February 2022. We all rooted for him when he joined Como in 2025. We thought that was the beginning of something really special, but he ended up playing only 9 minutes in that game, during which he managed to pick up a red card. He didn't make any other appearance in any competition for Como after that. He was then released by the Italian club in the summer and has remained a free agent ever since. When he joined Como, he said that his aim was to make it back to the England team ahead of the 2026 World Cup, and he even set a daily reminder for that. But at this point, we can say that that is totally impossible. But that doesn't even matter. We just want to see him back playing football as soon as possible. In his prime, Dele was a very special player, an entertainer, and an absolute superstar. We really miss seeing that on our screens. At this point, we have absolutely no idea when he'll be back, but we really wish it'd be soon. Speaking of former England internationals reminds us of Raheem Sterling. The last time we saw Sterling in an official game was back in May 2025 during his loan spell at Arsenal. He returned to Chelsea that summer but was never even included in the matchday squad once in the 2025-26 season, denying us the joy of watching Sterling dazzle on our screens. But the good news here is that the former Man City man will be back soon. He has now left Chelsea and is trying to clearly pick his next club, so it's now only a matter of months before he's back playing an official game. We also really miss seeing Dejan Kulusevski. The last time we saw him play an official game of football was back in May 2025. He picked up a knee injury that same month, which forced him to miss the Europa League final against United, and he still has not recovered since then. Kulusevski is a very entertaining player to watch, and we wish he could grace our screens again soon, but there's a real possibility that we won't even see him at all this season, such is the severity of his injury. We will continue to hope for a miracle recovery though. We'll now wrap up with Paul Pogba. Yes, we have actually seen him on the pitch this season, but it is just not enough. Ahead of his move to AS Monaco last summer, the last time we had seen Pogba play an official football game was in September 2023. After then, he was banned from football for 18 months for failing a doping test. That ban meant that he could not feature in any official football match until March 2025, but his return was delayed as his contract with Juventus had been terminated and he didn't find a new club until June when he signed with AS Monaco amidst tears. But of course, having been away from football for a long time, he couldn't start playing immediately, so we had to wait till November for his debut. But after just 30 minutes of football across 3 games, the Frenchman picked up an injury which has kept him out since last year. This is exactly why we still miss him. Just 30 minutes of Pogba after waiting for 2 years? No, that is not enough. We really do miss him and we hope to get him back soon and back for a long time too. But hope is dwindling. He has already been removed from Monaco's Champions League squad and at this point, he's just not going to make the much anticipated return to France's squad ahead of the World Cup this summer. There's even a possibility that Monaco will terminate his contract at the end of the season and that might force Pogba to retire early. We would really hate for that to happen. We don't want things to end that way for the Frenchman. We want Pogba back. We really do miss him. What about you? What players do you miss seeing on a football pitch? Drop their names in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.